What's cracking, everybody? How's it going? I have just been playing a bunch of Vault Breakers following the latest game test that they had. This is the first one that I've ever tried for it. The game is made by Beta Dwarf. They're the same studio that did Minion Masters, if you've ever played that. It's a card game that is about strategic placement of units and mana management and certain master powers in order to conquer your opponent on the other side. It has a solo and duo mode, both with ranked. As you can see here, Minion Masters has a large roster of heroes and also has a very large number of units and unit types. So Minion Masters is quite a large game. I would call it a universe. So Beta Dwarf has created their own universe, and within Vault Breakers is the Minion Master universe, and that gets me excited because Minion Masters is pretty amazing too. I've got around 200-300 hours in that game, and the characters are very unique, and I like it. I like it a lot. So Vault Breakers is an extraction game. It is PvP PvE. PvP PvE. So player versus enemy and player versus player. So basically you spawn into the map and you have nothing. You start at gear score 80 and you go and you loot chests and you kill mobs and find various treasures and upgrades and crafting materials. And these crafting materials can be brought back to your home base. And you're able to unlock stations, blacksmiths and alchemy tables and all kinds of things, right? So I'm just going to show you some gameplay of Vault Breakers. Really looking forward to it. No Oceanic servers for the playtest though, but thankfully there were Asian servers. And the Asian servers with exit lag were providing about 100 ms, which is pretty good. It was playable. But I hope to see Oceanic servers on the launch of the game, of course, because I do intend on playing it. It's pretty fun. Within the Vault Breakers universe, you will encounter certain enemies called Changelings. Changelings are essentially a clone of your hero that you're playing, but they're kind of like bots, I guess. But a Changeling will have pretty decent gear on it normally, and they do have the potential to end you really quick. So be careful when you're around them. There are a few different classes out now. I believe there's 5. I tried them all. The one that you're watching now is Sparkwing. He's the mage. He's got a lot of bursty nuke power, and he's one of my favorite heroes. So I gave a key to my son, and this is me running into him in game. None of us knew that we were queuing at the same time. Just happened to be a funny fight. And here's how it went. Now here's the melee DPS class. This is Thora. She's a dual-wielding barbarian. I was doing duos with my son and I managed to pull off an awesome double kill. So here's that clip. Don't see us killing the boss.
We can't kill the boss. The Elder walks next to it.
Hey, what's that? Is that a player? It's a player. That's a player. Get it, get it, get it, get it.
Player.
Let me heal. Let me heal, back up. Alright, blink on him, ready? Come. You ready or not?
Okay. Yep.
Get ready.
Before he's focusing me, I died.
Okay. Got one.
Yeah.
Yes! Double kill!
Yes!
We also have the classic archer archetype with a ramping attack speed on basic attacks, stuns, range slows, dashes, stuff like that. This is what that looks like. Now, as far as gearing goes, weapons, not all, but most come with an ability. So Sparkwing, for example, gets an AoE lightning circle on the ground or can shoot like an orb that goes through the target and back. And if both orbs hit, it'll stun. There are armors with extra crit chance, HP, and then multiple of the above. There are multiple different ways you can build characters from the gear that I've seen that I can tell so far. You can even modify gear to do more damage to bosses. You are able to equip a head, chest, gloves, boots, ring, amulet, weapon, and then 2 trinkets. You can get trinkets that give you invisibility. You can get trinkets that allow you to blink. You can trade HP for crit chance. There's a bunch of different ways to play, and I think that just adds to the appeal. Now, there are 2 other classes in the game that I didn't play a whole lot of. I played, there's a lady in here that summons plants and stuff and vines, and she's a control specialist. So she can like root people and put big, large like thorn walls down that people take damage walking through and stuff. And I feel like she's only really useful in 3s. I had like pretty bisque gear on her, and I had summoned, I would say, about 7 plants. And when you get to that point, she does a lot of damage. Yeah, she summons plants, by the way. At the time that I'd summoned them, they were doing about 79, 80 damage a shot. So imagine that from 7 different plants. That's a lot of DPS. They last 8 seconds too, so she's pretty strong. But I couldn't really make her work in solo. She's not a really good solo character. Every single one that I versed, I beat. And that goes the same for the tank. There's a frost tank in there. He can summon like birds and slow people, and he can encase himself in ice, and when he comes out of it, it shatters and does damage. He does his job. He tanks well. The ice block definitely helps. You can get a lot of perks that mitigate the damage. And also, I just want to follow up with, there's a really cool part of the game that I love. If you ever liked Zelda or any adventure game like that, there's aspects of it in this game. You're going to encounter mob types like spirits where you can't even touch them. You can't hit them at all. They'll just dodge you until you get some powers unlocked, passives. It's called a ley line, which you'll upgrade in your base. And the ley line gives you the strength to see the spirits and hurt them, so you can get, to different areas. There's these spiky ball plants on the ground, for example, that you can hit and they'll launch you, but only until you get the power unlocks and stuff, which that unlocks different areas of the game, which is really awesome. And then also, here come the vaults themselves. You make a vault bomb. You go to the vault, which is like your bisque gear, your end game gear. You drop the bomb, but the bomb draws in enemies, so it's like an event, and all the enemies come in to try and blow up the bomb, so that you can't get into the vault. So you might have to go through somewhere between 6 to 10 bombs to get into a vault. It's really challenging, and the loot is really worth it too. So yeah, really well made, really cool. The parts. Now, it's not without its faults. Here come the gripes. Now, I was fighting the Bandit King. The first thing is you clear out the whole area so there's no enemies around him. You start fighting him, and then these patrols just spawn and come out of nowhere.
There's no wolf
with quite difficult enemies that can hurt you pretty bad. And during this particular fight, I had bandits spawn on my head, and that is what caused me to lose the battle. The other thing is items on the ground, for example, traps. They're like this shiny gold color. For some reason, I can't see it. I don't know what it is. My sons had the same issue. They kept standing in these traps. And if you guys could make the danger circles on the ground red, because red's like the, GTFO color. It's like, it's danger, move. So that's one. So I'll put that in now. You can see that clip. What the f was that? See, like I said, that's one. Probably 3 things all up I would complain about. Overtuned enemy damage. Could just be a skill issue, but on the scrat zone, there was a guy with a flamethrower. He just absolutely one-shot me. There's nothing I could do about it. I just was in the wrong place, wrong time. No dashes, nothing. And he ran me down and I died. Markers on the ground not being visible enough, and oceanic servers, I'd really love to see those. None on the playtest, so it's a bit hard to give a really thorough comparison to other games. But all in all, I love the game. I think it's really fun. Right up my alley. Adds extraction. It also has a campaign mode for all you PvEs if you just want to play alone. But yeah, really cool. Can't wait for the release. That's going to be it. Have a good day / night, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.